What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Thomas, and today we are talking about some early Supreme Week 4 news. Not exactly a full drop list, but for the diehard fans who want to know every single thing, this is just a small update from what we know now. Let's get right into it. Before we talk about week 4, I want to quickly direct you guys to my week 3 video that I just did about every single item that sold out. A lot of people liked my video I did for week 2 on basically all the items that sold out. I think I might have even done week 1 and skipped week 2 because week 2 was just so clearly the Rommelzy dunk. So go check out that video if you haven't already. Leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the Supreme news. I really do on this channel try to give you guys the information as soon as I figure it out. Like for me, the information is the most important part. If you guys find it entertaining, that is also great. So really all we know right now about week 4, I know it's just basically one item, is the Koss PortaPro headphones. And I thought these are so cool, and they actually warrant their own video because I initially in my video was kind of hating on them, right? I was like, these are lame, they don't look that cool. But when we go over to an item that's upcoming and really just another thread by Supreme drops that just super highlights what makes Supreme so great, is just the 90s vibe. And we'll get into the other collection later, but right here, Supreme drops is basically saying Supreme X Koss PortaPro headphones will be releasing on week 4. On-ear headphones with custom logos, internal copper voice coils deliver deep bass and signal clarity, collapsible headband with adjustable temporal zone pads, these guys right here, to balanced ear plate position, adjustable set of lightweight foam cushions, and protective case included. And I kind of agree with this one guy in the comments who basically said, if the price is like $80, then yeah, but not gonna pay $150 for these tech support ass headphones. I don't know. It'll be up to, I don't know. I feel like regardless, this will be a good drop to go for, whether it's personal or reselling. I think an item like this just has a lot of potential. People are really into, guys, right now, believe it or not, like vintage digital cameras, vintage like Sony Walkmans. It's cool because it's like that era of like pre-internet cool 90s tech where when these probably originally came out, they were pretty hot. And now we can actually go look at Koss PortaPro headphones and see what they cost just straight up from the track, from the damn actual providers. $50 is really solid. I think if we can see Supreme do like 80, 70 would be phenomenal. But it is Supreme, so we don't really know. But $50 is where we're starting off. And I did talk about it a little bit in, I think it was my preview video talking about the American Psycho collab. This is not releasing for week 4, but I did want to talk about this. I do talk a lot about Supreme drops' threads during my live streams before the drop. I stream every Thursday at 7:30, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, Eastern Standard Time, respectively. Basically 30 minutes before the Supreme drop in America, and then 30 minutes afterwards. Sometimes we do a live cop, that kind of thing. But yeah, Supreme pays homage to another classic piece of pop culture with the American Psycho set. And if you guys aren't familiar with American Psycho, go watch that movie tonight. Patrick Bateman, freaking Christian Bale is just amazing. But the original book was released in 1991 and delves into the mind of Patrick Bateman. First person narrative with the inner workings of this guy's mind. It's pretty crazy. I'm sure a lot of you have definitely seen the memes, and if you're younger and haven't seen the movie, it's really incredible. So dives into the mind of this guy. He's like kind of crazy. He's a wealthy narcissist, Wall Street executive who's also a serial killer, right? We love a good serial killer story. The book also delves into his relationships with colleagues, friends, and highlights the shallowness and moral decay of the society which he lives in. As the story unfolds, Bateman becomes increasingly unhinged, and the reader is exposed to the explicit and horrified details of his murders. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, It's just a kind of a crazy movie of watching this guy go from the Wall Street, you know, I'm the smartest guy in the room, to him killing someone while playing Huey Lewis in the news. And that's a pretty funny part. You know, you gotta have a dark sense of humor, but it's good. And then also like the commentary of what the 90s and 80s excess in America did to people, to society. It's kind of an interesting social commentary if you want to look at it that way. But unlike the film, the book doesn't shy away from graphic violence, which the film also doesn't. Explicit sexual content and Bateman's introspective monologues that reveal his nihilistic and psychotic nature. The novel is known for its controversial and disturbing content, which has sparked debates about its social commentary on consumer culture and the dark side of the American dream. Yes. Yeah, so later released into a movie. Not gonna read all of this, but again, just a really phenomenal post by Supreme Drops. We love to see it. Lots of good iconic memes. The card, the business card, texture. This one right here, the like Willem Dafoe scene. This one right here with the axe killing the guy, to again Huey Lewis in the news. But here we go. Let's get into the pieces. What you guys came here for. Don't worry if you skipped all that, you didn't miss anything. So Supreme pays homage to the original American Psycho novel with this small collection. The wool sweaters and work shirts both feature cover artwork designed by Marshall Arisman, depicting Patrick Bateman in a chilling manner. These items will be released later this season. I really think these are gonna do really well. I think these are gonna fly. This is a little mock-up that Supreme Drops did of a t-shirt. Like, I really hope there is additional pieces like this. And like he said, similar to Scarface back in 2017, there was more items released like that we didn't see from the initial preview. But just looking at the sweater, I think the mustard one is absolutely incredible. Even though I always talk about sweaters and stuff, about how I don't need them, I think that would be a cool one. I'd also love to get one of these shirts right here, because I always talk about getting a new Oxford, and this button up would be pretty cool. I think the brown one and the black one are both pretty nice. The white one is a little bit, I would get that shit stained up so quick. The brown one's low-key nice, but how often am I gonna wear a brown button up? That's what I have to think about. In my opinion, the sweater is super wearable. They're able to pull off this dark olive with the red, just because it's surrounded by this little black background, which kind of, for me, protects it from falling into like, that's a Christmas sweater, right? Where things are too green and red. Like, that's kind of how I've always felt about the Kobe Grinches, low-key, with the red laces. I can't do it. You gotta leave the black laces in for Kobe Grinches. Different subject, but color palette wise, I hope you understand what I'm seeing. But really, really sick graphic on these. I'm really looking forward to this drop. And yeah, stay tuned to all further information about Supreme Week 4. We can quickly go to Supreme Community and see what we have. If they have anything for Week 4, they don't. If you do go left to drop, you can look at all the items that are left to drop, and I probably will do a video on a left to drop halfway through the season, perhaps even before that if you guys want to see that. But this is a great way to keep track of your favorite items, so you can track down and kind of wait and gauge, like pick your items out before all the drops happen, and then you won't have to make impulsive decisions like your boy here, because I feel like I have to do a live cop or some shit. Ooh, last thing though, really quick, we're gonna check in on our good friends, the Michelin Ness baseball jerseys, and see if they've sold out. I wonder. Looks like they're still available, guys. Small and medium. Oop, I do not want to add that to my cart. Remove. So get those wool sweatshirts while you can. Those wool baseball shirts, I should say. Really super sick. And again, check out my video on what sold out for Supreme Week 3. It's a pretty cool kind of overview of all the items just all together. That is gonna do it for today, guys. I hope you got something out of this video. Are you looking forward to the Koss PortaPro headphones, the American Psycho collab later down the line? And be sure to stay tuned to my channel. Again, notifications on for my community posts. I put out information as soon as I get it. Apologies if I spam your YouTube feed, but you can also follow me on Twitter. I retweet stuff on there about Supreme, post some stuff as well, links to videos, things like that. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It's been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and butt grease. See ya.